All righty then. Hello everyone, it's Drew again. Making this special Vermivorous video. It is now July 21st. Yes, July 21st, 2016. And I just want to, make this video, just kind of show that Vermivorous, doesn't really have to be a very long fight. At least once you have gotten yourself onto some rare powerful weapons, and you have a really good build for your Necromancer, you can consistently get Vermivorous defeated within 5 minutes. Um, if you're using the Infinity Pistol build, which is what I use to start, again, that's a great way to start your Vermivorous farming. It's really easy to get that kind of build. Just farm Doc Mercy and Hunter Hellquist and a few. It's really quick, fast farm for you to get your hands on a Norfleet. So definitely want to watch that video, and that way you can find out how you can get yourself on this weapon, this Norfleet weapon. So once you do have yourself a Norfleet, preferably a fire Norfleet, you can definitely make quick. You can just make quick work of Vermivorous single-handedly, legitimately, and you can consistently do it. I've learned a few tricks over the past couple months now, since I've been playing the game since February. I've learned some pretty interesting tricks from other YouTubers, and there's one person in particular. His name is Jolts Dude 139. Man, this guy is just simply amazing. Some of the things that he does here, I would definitely won't be able to replicate some of the things that he does, but there's one thing in particular that he does do, which I have started to do myself, and it makes a world of difference. I'm gonna go ahead and play one of his videos here, and you can I'm going to show you exactly what this guy does. That is just absolutely amazing, and it helps me, and I'm pretty sure it'll help you as well in your Vermivorous or any raid boss farming for that matter. Let's take a look and see what the hell I'm talking about here. Okay, so this guy has he uses the grog nozzle's drunken effect very well. In fact, I've tried it. I just can't do it quite like this guy can. And I'm not gonna try to do it. I'm just gonna play my own play style. But the drunken effect from the grog nozzle isn't exactly what we're gonna be looking for here. Even though, again, that is amazing. Let's find out exactly what it is that I have taken from the video. Okay, now pay close attention to what this guy does with his ammo and magazine size capacity. Okay, I'm gonna kind of rewind that just a little bit. Let's see, 49. Okay, look at the ammo capacity for this. Okay, the ammo capacity there is, look at the bottom, it's at 6 of 27. Okay, that is the ammo capacity for his hive. Watch what he does to quickly get the ammo capacity back up. Okay, he's at 0. Goes in his inventory. And we're gonna kind of slow that down a little bit for you, because he does it so damn fast. Okay, he switches out. He goes in his inventory and he switches out a weapon, um, and then re-equips that hive. And watch what that does. Look at that. Oh, he's back at max ammo. Back at max ammo. Look at that. It's simply incredible. Just goes in his inventory, goes back, max ammo, boom, ready to kick ass. Just look at the carnage that was done. Again, it's definitely not something that I can do, nor will I try to do that. I'm sure, that took quite a bit of timing and luck and skill and everything. It's just an amazing performance. But the key thing that I took away from this video is the fact that you can go in and out of your inventory and equip weapons and restock your magazine size like that. And we all know how slow rocket launchers are with their reload speed, and that just changed the game for me. I didn't know that. I mean, obviously, when I go into my inventory, I don't. That's not something that I normally pay attention to. I kind of sort of noticed something like that, but I didn't really notice it to that degree as what Jolt's dude 139 did in his video. It's just an amazing strategy, and it helps big time. Again, I can't and I won't be able to do the performance that that guy does on his video, but I can show how I do it. It's not as efficient, that's for damn sure, but it can be consistently done, and it's safe, and it's guaranteed to work as long as, of course, you follow the science behind it. This isn't anything new, really. It's just something that I myself, I'm going to definitely practice doing. That's really going to make my life a lot easier, especially as a necromancer. So we're going to go ahead and look at what exactly it is I'm doing. It's basically the Shamfleet. That's really what it is. It's a Shamfleet build, but it's also a heal build, and it's also a pretty good grenade build. And it's just an overall pretty good build, and you can make pretty good work of Vermivorous using it. So again, if you're not familiar with how to get the Norfleet, watch my earlier Vermivorous videos, and you can check it out and see what I did to get myself these Norfleets. So let's take a look and see what this build is all about. We've got the Parataxis Norfleet. This is my personal favorite Norfleet after experimenting a bit. The Parataxis Norfleet. This thing has really fast swap speed. Okay, the swap speed. Normally, rocket launchers, they just usually have slow swap speed, but the Parataxis prefix is gives us a fast swap speed. Okay, and that's very important because you're going to be I use healing weapons, and I need to be able to fire rockets and quickly swap out to a healing weapon. You're going to see what I'm talking about here in just a moment. Let me kind of play the video here and kind of get the ball rolling a bit. So we've got the Ruby, and we've got the Grog Nozzle. We also have the Slag Norfleet, just to kind of get things slagged quickly. We've got my 93% Sham that I got from the bunker. Alright, my legendary Anarchist, so that way I can quickly gain Anarchy stacks quickly. You want this so that way you can gain Anarchy stacks as quickly as possible. That way when you get to the ultimate badass and it evolves, you're ready to whoop some ass. We also have the Allegiance Relic, for... I didn't really need the reload speed, but I kind of kept this just in case. But if you have a rocket launcher damage relic, that's also useful. But I just use this for the damage and the reload speed for my rocket launchers. And also I have the magic missile, very useful. You can slowly regenerate your grenade ammos and also slag things very reliably. So this is a pretty good relic to have. Excuse me, grenade mod to have. Okay, this is a quick snapshot of my skill tree. Let me kind of go back a bit on that. There we go. Pretty self-explanatory. You know, same thing that I discussed in the original videos. So, and I of course do use my badass ranks. Okay, I do use my badass stats because I want to get the job done as quickly as possible. So I do use my badass bonuses. Okay. So with all that said, let's go ahead and get straight into this and see just how long this or how effective this is going to be. Again, there goes the Slag Norfleet, as well as the Corrosive Norfleet. Just make quick work of that badass Varkid, no problem.
Everything's gonna die.
Okay, notice the swap speed. Notice the swap speed of watch what's about to happen to the super badass. Notice pay attention to the swap speed between the Slag Norfleet and the Fire Norfleet. That's the benefit of having the Parataxis prefix. The swap speed is very beneficial. Just like that, that super badass is down. Again, that Slag Norfleet is very comes in handy. It does a ton of damage and it slags them. So by the time I swap over to the Fire Norfleet, that super badass is done. Alright. So we're going on about 2.5 minutes now. We're about to get to our ultimate badass.
Not bad. Anarchy on Pendulum.
Okay, so once the ultimate badass comes into play, I go ahead and switch my weapons back over to the Infinity Pistol, so that way I can, you know, I'm not doing as much damage. You don't want to do as much damage. You don't want to do too much damage to the ultimate badass, because if you get his health down past 75%, he's gonna start summoning Varkids. Okay, so you don't want to do any damage. You just want to keep the ultimate badass's attention, but you don't want to do any damage to him. So I just go ahead and switch over to the Infinity Pistol and kill the Spiderlings and Skags and build up my Anarchy in the meantime while I wait for him to evolve. Again, pretty much the same build as what I used in my original videos. All right. Once I get my Supreme Badass pot, I no longer use the Infinity Pistol anymore. I just go back to my Shamfleet build, and I get ready for my fight with Vermivorous. Okay, so we got the Vermi spawn at around 4 minutes. So we're going to say around 4 minutes is when we got the Vermi spawn.
Show me some green arrows.
Okay, so we're now at 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Alright, 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Okay, one other thing I wanted to point out here in is the class mod, the true neutral class mod. That is very, 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 very beneficial for me in particular, because the Norfleet that I have, it only has a 4 magazine size. Okay, the Parataxis Fire Norfleet that I have, it's a 4 magazine size Norfleet. As you can see here, it's 4. So that's why I need the True Neutral class mod from the Tiny Tina DLC, and that allows me to hold up to 7 Norfleet magazines, and that's very important because that allows you to fire off 9. That allows you to fire off 9 Norfleet rockets before you have to reload. Okay, so you get 3, 6, and then that one which is 7 allows you to fire off 3 more, and the remaining 2 just subtracts from your magazine, from your total ammo. So you want to try your very best to get yourself to 7 magazine size when you're using a Norfleet. That way you can consistently fire as many rockets as possible before you have to reload. Okay, and that's very, very useful. That way you can do as much damage as possible before you have to stop. Okay, before you have to stop. Definitely DLC. Okay, and we also have the maximize Logan's gun, and that allows us to refill our rocket ammo. The Sham will absorb that shot and allows you to refill your rocket ammo that way. It's very useful there. Okay, now even though you're using a Shamfleet, you still can be downed by Vermivorous. So usually while he's in the air, that means he's pretty much very offensive. If he's in the air flying around, you just want to play it safe and kind of just wait it out, wait in the shelter until he lands. Once he lands, now you can go to town on him. So let's see that in action.
More power!
Okay, notice what I did. I did the same thing that Jolts dude did. I paused the game by going in my inventory, and I would just swapped out weapons, and I immediately get myself back up to full ammo. Okay, it's a very, very useful trick that comes in handy in a lot of raid bosses, especially if you're trying to solo raid bosses. Okay, we're also going to see the importance of swapping over to those healing weapons. Grog Nuzzle and Ruby. Watch what happens. Look at my health. And because the Parataxis has such a fast swap speed, I just fire off some Norfleet rockets, and by the time they hit, because the Norfleet has such a large blast radius, by the time it hits, I'm already over to my healing weapon, and the damage that's done is going to instantly heal my health because it's also doing a lot of damage. Watch. Boom. Just like that. Full health. And you're going to see me do that a lot. Not just on Vermivorous. You're going to see me do that very often on a lot of raid bosses. That comes in such good handy here. Again, going down is not a big deal because remember, you're going to always have infinite second winds in here. Infinite second winds thanks to those skags and spiderlings. So, if you go down, no problem. This trick is just simply incredible. Going in and out of your inventory and just swapping out. I mean, it really is a game breaker. And it does make the fight, the natural selection fight with Vermivorous so much easier. Alright, and that took us about 5 minutes. Actually, a little less than that. So, previously with the Infinity Pistol, it would take us about 10 minutes to kill Vermivorous, and that time now has been shaved in half, thanks to the awesome power of the Norfleet here. And again, it's just a little bit better method to use. I know the Shamfleet is very notorious in this game, but it works, especially for Gauge. The Necromancer class utilizes it in such an amazing way. I don't think there's really any other build that really compares to this. But get your hand on the Norfleet. Get your hand on it fast. And you know, as a Necromancer, it really is. It really is a must if you want to get this game played as efficiently as possible. And I didn't waste any time. I went straight for Vermivorous, and I got myself all 4 elemental Norfleet. So Vermivorous beaten in 5 minutes. I'm sure there's faster out there, but this is something you can consistently do over and over and over again. No problem, easy. No chance for you to fail. You got infinite second wins. If you've got the Parataxis um, prefix, you can just swap out, shoot rockets, and just swap out for a healing weapon and instantly heal yourself. I mean, you're basically invincible in here, so there's no chance of failure at all in here using this build. So get yourself out there, get yourself a Norfleet, and make your Necromancer life easier. Watch my videos and see how you can get yourself the Norfleet. It's not hard at all. As long as you follow the system, follow the science, and everything that I did, you too can be very successful. Hopefully this video helped you, make your life easier, and look out for more videos to come. Alright, take care.